you ever heard someone tell you, you just have to take a leap of faith? Or perhaps you said it to someone. But what does it really mean? This morning, I experienced it the hard way. So I am part of this adventure course. I just purchased a 1-year ticket because at my last birthday, I got a ticket and it was so much fun. You're outside and it is challenging. It's great exercise. You climb, you balance, you zip line. So this morning I went course 1, 2, 3, and I embarked on course number 4. And every course gets harder and harder. So at the end of course 4, I was pretty done for the day. But there was a choice that I could make. One is climbing down the ladder. Second choice was going down the plank, right? So maybe you heard like plank, like on the boat, and then you just have to jump off the plank, right? And it pretty much was similar. Of course, we all are strapped in, so nothing really can happen. However, there was an option for me to, once I attached my harness and everything, so to be safe, to just jump down. And there is a mechanism that actually will lower you down. But you don't know how fast it goes, and you have it's nothing that you really can hold on. So if I would hold on to that line, I would just pull it down. There's no resistance whatsoever. Meaning, I had to take a leap of faith in the knowing that it's going to be okay. There's nothing that's holding me back. I literally had to step off the plank, and it was pretty far down for me to land. And there I was, standing, and I could not get myself to jump down. And I think I was standing there for 5 minutes, and then I started thinking, wow, Sabina, don't you always tell your students and your clients to just get over their fears of doing something? And then I said to myself, well, you better walk the talk, girl. But even then, it was just so challenging. I could feel the anxiety within me. And I just took a few deep breaths, like I always tell my students, right? Take a deep breath before you go on camera, for example. You see, being on camera, no big deal for me whatsoever. But it's different for everybody. Each one of us has a situation or some sort of obstacle we have to overcome to move forward. Or in my case, to move downward, right? I had to overcome that fear of jumping down, taking the leap of faith that contraption that I was strapped into will eventually hold me and lower me down, and I won't plummet, right? And even though in the knowing, I was still there and just kind of, should I just take the ladder? I said, no, I cannot take the ladder. I have to do it. Across from me was that one family, a mom with her son. And they were just asking what this was. And I just said, well, I explained it to them. And the son said, oh yeah, I mean, you're strapped in. No big deal, right? He was younger. And I said, well, I know that. But still, there's nothing that supports me. I just still have to have a leap of faith. And then they say, oh, you can do it. And in that moment, I realized, wow, sometimes you just have to have a cheerleader that's cheering you on to do it. And of course, then my little pride came in there to say, well, I cannot just bail out. I have to show them, right, that I can do it. And I took all the faith and the power and just everything that I had with me, and I just stepped forward, took that leap of faith. And I did not plummet down. I didn't fall, I was supported by that contraption that was up there, and it lowered me down. And I did it, and it felt so good. But here's why am I sharing this story with you? Because if you have someone there who can cheer you on, someone perhaps, in this case, it was not for me, but if I would have someone before me showing me how safe it is, I would have done it. But there was no one there. It was just me. It was just me. So either you have someone who shows you that, is doing it before you, and you see it's safe, it works, it does what it's supposed to do. Or you have someone who can cheer you on, oh, you can do it, and you want to show them that, yes, you can. That is really a recipe for succeeding. And sometimes we have to take that leap of faith as well when we have to make a decision. If we buy a program, if we buy a course, if we work with a coach. And most of the time, and I know it from myself because I had many coaches in my life. And of course, as you progress in your journey, those coaches are getting more advanced. And that means you also pay an advanced amount to those coaches. But every time that I took that leap of faith, I was more successful on the other side. And that is my message for today, is take that leap of faith, whatever it is for you right now. We always are on different crossroads. We always have to make a choice. And sometimes that choice can be scary. But I can assure you that the scarier the choices are, the scarier the obstacle, the more powerful it will be on the other side. When you cross that river, you cross or jump down, in my case, you feel good. And the next time, I'm not going to stand there for 10 minutes. I'm going to strap it in and go down, because now I know how easy it is, and then I can move on faster. And this is the same thing when you take the leap of faith, perhaps have a coach, or perhaps do something that is scary at that moment. But once you overcome it, you are so much quicker for your next challenge and are being better and feeling better. And that's what it's all about. When you feel better and empowered, oh my gosh, you can move mountains, right? So this was my message for today. And I tell you, take that leap of faith and just do it.